We are all set, Captain. You are ready to go. We are all set, Captain. You are ready to go.
Yo. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday evening. How's everybody doing? All right, let's get some things. We're gonna try to multitask. Some things set up while we chit chat, get going. We need to connect to vPilot. Connect. There we are. Tonight we are flying Delta 4541. We are a V738. But I think. All right, we got a pre-departure clearance. Grab this so I can see something. Give me 1 second here, guys. Sorry. Yeah, how you doing? Welcome back. Good to see you. How's your Friday going? All right, so we got a pre-departure clearance. So good to have you back in here. It's awesome you came back. All right, it's down. Okay. So tonight we're flying some snowy weather. We're going to fly to Indianapolis, which got a lot of snow today, or some snow, and then we're going to fly to Minneapolis. I'm not entirely sure about theirs, to be honest with you. I'm going to get all this set up so I can read my stuff here. PDC, let's see here. The mirrors. All right, we're going to squawk 622. Cleared the mirrors departure, so Minneapolis. Let's see, mirrors. Sorry guys, just trying to get all this set up real quick. Let's see, glad you're doing your streaming. I'm glad you're back. Welcome back. Mirror 7. DVT transition. Let's get my Navigraph pulled up here. I'm gonna do a lot in a little bit of space. Yep, awesome. I'm totally awesome you're back. Friday's going well though. Mine is too. I'm off all weekend, so I can't complain about that. Off today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Gates, Sid, 7. Okay, how's yours going? Yep, it's good. I can't complain. I'm gonna do a little flying. And not complain. All right, so Indy Center is online. We'll see which one they give us for that. Alrighty. Let's get out here in this. Here. And operations. Let's see if it opens up. Yeah, I can't complain. Being off, doing a little flying, I actually got my key binds to work, or whatever was wrong with VATSIM where I couldn't communicate with them. I got that fixed, so hopefully this flight should go smoother than the last one did. I messed with that for like a day and a half trying to figure out why I couldn't hear anything. And we're gonna have Jetway's not gonna do anything. Okay, Ghost Jetway, no big deal. Let's see. Jump in. All right, let's jump over to, let's make sure this is all set up. One here. Okay, let's see here. That brings the game over. We're not going to start off with technical problems already, are we? There we go. All right. Alrighty, so we are a Delta flight today from Indianapolis over to Minneapolis. Let's boiler fixed. Yeah, there we go. Technical difficulties always going to happen. Boiler transition, okay. Alright, let's go inside here, start getting things fired up. To the top we go. Batteries. Emergency exits armed. And ground power. Turns the little lights up since it's a little dark outside. That's coming up there. And lights coming up there. Yeah, the technical difficulties, especially with streaming, doing a dual PC setup, makes it a little challenging. Trying to get everything set up. I have to take my license. What are we taking? Plug this in here before I forget. Alright, that's all set up. Back to here. Alright, ground power's going. All that looks good. Let's go window heat. $5,000 feet. All right. What are we taking, Ayla? Take your license. Logo light comes on. Going up to 38,000 feet. Set some of the stuff while I'm thinking about it. Let's look at Minneapolis and see what the airport elevation is there. Airports. Minneapolis. Charts. $842, so we'll dial this up to 850. Excellent. Okay. That's looking good. Let's go back up top really quick. IRS. Line. Nav. Line. Nav. Alright. Let's start getting everything set up here. So those will get aligned. Yeah, this will take just a little bit longer to get going just because I have to, I might have to actually go through like ATC and stuff, so. Back to the flight bag. Or data from SimBrief. Those should be aligned. C. It's good. Enter F. In our position, we are at KIND. From there, perfect. And route from ND. Flight plan request. From SimBrief. Set the payload. Oh. Payload. Set the fuel. Select the route. So we are leaving Indianapolis and we're going to go to Minneapolis, Minnesota. A lot of Appleses and Oppolises in here tonight. I don't know what the weather is up in Minneapolis, but there's snow on the ground here, so that'd be a little fun departure. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. I talk fast sometimes, so a little bit of my problem. All right, so departure runway. We were going off 23, the mirrors, boiler transition. Execute that. arrival. Let's see where Minneapolis and them are actually flying into. KSP Digital Latest. Arrivals. ILS 30. So either 30 right or 30 left, either one. What does our flight plan have for us? Flight plan had 30 left, so that's what we'll do. Plan for that. 30 left. It's going to be on the Killer 3 arrival with a comma transition, and then that's via either Abez or Marco. Hasty. Okay, so via Hasty. Execute that. There we go. Excellent. All right, back to here. That looks good. Yeah, Minneapolis. I don't know if I've ever actually flown into Minneapolis, so this ought to be fun. No ATC up there right now. What we do is still have everything going on down here, so while they're getting loaded up back there, let's go ahead and get the APU started. And that should be kicking off any second. This comes to here. All right, and we'll continue down here. So all this looks good. Go down here, the route. Let's go to the legs page. See if we can delete this. Nope, we can't delete that. Okay. No worries. Init request this. All right, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of action. I believe we did file for 38,000 feet. Let me just double check here. Yep, 38,000 feet, so all good there. Load that. Execute. Gonna change this to 38,000. Execute. Looks good. N1 limits, back to the flight plan. And scroll down to get some takeoff data. There we go. All right, let's see. So we 42 on the flex temp. Takeoff D rate number 2. All right, takeoff. This page. Wet runway. The winds at the runway. Oop, let's go back over here real quick. Wait, 23 right. Let's see here. This is in kilograms. Well, hold on a second. Alright, give me 1 second. One of these is in kilograms and the other one's in pounds. I gotta switch that. Let's go to menu. Options, simulation. Nope. Okay, that is in pounds. Let's go all the way back up here real quick. I just gotta make sure these weights lined up. Okay, yeah, we're at 31,000 pounds. We're okay. Perfect. Limit, take off. Page. All right. $230 at 8. Laps 5, and we're gonna go to here we go, 142, 144, 152. So 142, 144, 152. Perfect. Center of gravity. Perfect. Trim 508. So let's go over here. Okay. So here. Perfect. Okay. All right, coming right along. So let's go up here. GPU generators. Ground power come off. Seatbelt signs auto. Hydraulics can come on. Odd dampener comes on. Let's see what the ADIS is saying. Information November 2970. Flight Director 1, Flight Director 2, 5,000 is our altitude. Oh, we've already. Shows the heading, and we'll do V2 speed, which is 152 plus 20, so 172. Perfect. Alright, all it's looking good. Okay, let's get over here. Go back. Let's get ready to close all the doors. So ground connections, ground power unit can come off because we're on the APU. We have parking brake set so they can remove the chocks. Let's see, door management. Close all the doors. Good, looking good. All right. Last thing, do forecast our winds. That's the takeoff page. Perfect. All right. We are looking good. So I need to go back to Indy, go to airports. Go to Romeo, to Bravo 1 probably. That'd be my guess on our taxi route. To 1.9er. Okay. Enable 28 CMAX, so let's see where that's at. $60. See if that works. Yeah, I appreciate the lurk. Appreciate you hanging around still. Thank you very much. Alrighty, one take off. That looks pretty good. I think we're ready to go. All right, anti-collision light comes on. Hydraulics are on. Fuel pumps can come on. And we're ready for push and start. Started the takeoff. Nope, you're good. We're gonna get our taxi clearance and get on the way here in just a second. Gotta make sure I got everything dialed in. Alrighty.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set. Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Right on my keybind for.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Alrighty. Indy ground, good evening, Delta 4541. We are at gate B22 with information November, ready for push and start. Departure frequency is over on 128.225. We'll call it ready for taxi, Delta 4541.
Release parking brakes, please. Release parking brakes, please.
We have information November aboard, Delta 4541.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
And away we go, Chad.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brakes are set. Packs come off. Engine 1. And fuel coming on. Let's get them removing us so we can get out of here quicker. And engine number 2, start valves open. N2 is arising.
Unlocking gear.
And fuel.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Hello, buddy. See you next time, sir. Alrighty, all those are good, so come up here. Engine generators go there. Packs come to auto. OB comes on. U-buoy comes off. APU goes off. Recall, nothing there. All that's good. Engines are stable. Flaps come down to 5. Auto brake RTO. And arm. VNAV. In the ground, Delta 4541, holding short here. Looks like a hotel. We're ready for taxi. Runway 23 right via Echo Bravo, Bravo 1, hold short. Delta 4541. Alright guys, we're good to go. Departure. I'm gonna get this keyed in here real quick, actually. 1. $28,225 is our next frequency. I want to double check that with VATSIM. Alrighty. There we go. Get my chair set up here, y'all. Alright, guys, we're about to get out of here. Hopefully we had a pretty good trip here. Clear left, clear right. Alrighty. Nice little snowy takeoff here. Over to center now for Delta 4541. Thanks for the ATC. Have a good night. here. Indy Center, good evening. Delta 4541. Indianapolis holding short, runway 23 right, and ready for departure. Altimeter 2970, we're going to fly runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 4541. Alright guys, auto throttle's armed. Continuous. There. One last cabin call. Ladies and gentlemen, seize for departure. Alright guys, here we go. Last thing, strobes. Right on time, Nayla, sorry, right on time. Just getting our clearance and getting to get out of here. Alrighty, all that looks good to go. Engine's up about halfway. They're stable. Takeoff thrust set. N1 toga. 80 knots. Check. Rotate.
Rotate. Positive rate of climb.
Positive rate. Gear's coming up. Autopilot. And flaps are coming up. Indy Center, Delta 4541. We are climbing through 4,500 for 5,000. I'm going to maintain 380 right turn on course to mirrors Delta 4541. Yeah, the clouds are pretty cool, and I like the nice little snowy takeoff. Then we'll start our right turn. Nothing but clouds and snow up here. Yeah, this game does a really good job with the views. All right, we are above 10,000 feet. Landing lights come off. Well, that looks good. All right. We are flying. Yeah, this simulator does a crazy job with views. It really does. Emotes do make things more fun besides words. You're right. Yeah, I'll throw one in chat too. We'll get it going. Frequency change approved. Thank you for the ATC. Have a good night. Delta 4541. All right, chat. So we are going over to 122.8 for the remainder of our flight, unless ATC comes online. Excuse me. Man, it's cough. Excuse me, chat. Let me clear my throat real quick. I'll be right back. You guys enjoy the views. Give me 1 second. Oh, sorry guys, I'm back. I had to clear my throat out of a nasty cough. I've just had a cough for like the last couple weeks I cannot get rid of. No, I've never done any customized emotes yet. That's just because I took kind of a pretty big break from streaming, just because I had some kids and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of getting back into it. You know, maybe one day I'd like to do something like that. It'd be cool, something more personalized for me, just not yet. Headphones users beware. Yeah, the clouds look really cool in this simulator. I've also got the graphics cranked up as about as high as they'll go for this graphics card, so. Alright, standard pressure. Let's make sure everything up here is looking good. That's going to be alarmed up from there. That looks good. Word panel looks fine. Alright. Off and away. How long? Let's see. Let me see how long this flight actually is. I don't remember. You got some ideas in mind? I hope somebody does, because creativity is definitely not my thing. If that's just me, that's some self-reflection. Of course. What do you got? Like I said, I'm not very creative, so I would need all the help I can get on something like that. Let's see how long this flight was. Because quite frankly, I didn't look. Let's see. Gate to gate, an hour and 54 minutes, about an hour and 26 minutes in the air. So not too bad. Yeah, let's hear what idea you got. Hit me with it. All we have is time and the skies. So once we get to our cruising altitude of 38,000 feet, we'll take a little bit more look into the charts, kind of see what weather and stuff we're going into in Minneapolis, and see how those things go from here. But for now, oh, I don't have any music. That's what the problem is for departure. Everybody hold on. Let's see. No wonder things seem quiet. We need some music. Might be loud. But you just beware. And I don't know if there's a way to turn down the sounds, because everyone's kind of noisy in the cockpit. So I apologize if it's too loud on somebody. Oh, what happened to my music? There it comes. So what's not helping us is we have a crazy headwind that's slowing us down a little bit, but we'll get there. But like I said, I don't know how to turn down. I know the cockpit sounds are pretty loud in this plane compared to like the Airbus. I'm not really sure there's a way to turn that down. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to kind of deal with that, unfortunately. Hey, all it is, it's a YouTube playlist that I use so that the stream doesn't get copyright struck for anything. And so it's some vibe music, it really is. But let's see here. Make some wonderful customized emotes to entertain your followers, fans, engage your stream and have fun. So you like is that kind of your forte? You can do like art stuff, because man, I'm awful at that. Just a nice day to fly. We are. So we're coming up on the Indiana-Illinois state line is where we're currently at. Like I said, if you're just coming in, we are heading from Indianapolis, just took off from Indy. Want to do some snow stuff, so some snow on the ground in Indy. As you can see, pretty heavy cloud coverage today, but really pretty views. So we leave in Indy and headed up to Minneapolis. Oh, so you do art. Are you saying I'm your favorite streamer already? I'm like, if I crack the top 5, I'm on the maybe not S tier list, but like A tier. I'm okay with that. Also, if anybody's popping in and out, just for reference, if you look behind me, all the stuff back here, those are all my daughter's toys, because she has to be in the room with me during the day if I'm on the computer in here. So I don't just have a bunch of pink chairs and ball pit and stuff back there. That is my daughter's stuff, so no judgment. But that's cool. No, we may have to try to come up with some stuff. That'd be cool. I've never had that. I've never had to customize emotes before, so. And like I said, anyway, going back to so many things going on, I lose train of thought. So, Indy to Minneapolis, Minnesota today. We're in the Boeing PMDG Boeing 737, flying for Delta. Gate-to-gate times about an hour and 55 minutes. We'll be in the air for about an hour and a half. So, and coming up on our cruising altitude. They did such a good job with this airplane with like the shadows and things like that. Just a very good pay-wear airplane. I mean, you know, you pay for what you get, so I'm not upset about the money I spent here. Well, looks good. Overhead panel looks good. So we got a pretty strong headwind. It may take us a little longer to get there, if you guys can see. So right here. Alright, so this is our current wind. So wind's kind of blowing far left to right at 50 knots. We're doing 426 knots across the ground. 464 true airspeed. So we're kind of boogieing. But I think we could be going a little faster if we had a tailwind, but that's typical if you travel to the east. If you fly from west to east, typically you get a tailwind, so you go a little faster and get there a little quicker. Tentatively, let's see what Minneapolis is landing. Information Charlie. 8-knot winds. Says there's snow there right now. Overcast at 2,800 feet above the ground. Landing on 30 left for us. So we'll leave that up. We'll type all that information in there in a little bit. Just sit back and enjoy the ride. I'm back here as a passenger. Do a couple quick things on the iPad while we're enjoying the view. So I will go down here to airports. And let's go to charts. So we're planning on 3 left. We have, okay, so we got that chart, and we're coming in via the hey, I'm open to it. I'm an open book. You got some stuff. You got some stuff in mind. I got a pretty laid back personality. I'm pretty easy to get along with. So yeah, absolutely. What you got? What you got in mind? Love to hear it. Let's see. Route. Killer 3 arrival. So I'm gonna go down here to my iPad. Let's get the Killer 3's plugged in. Let's go to airports, parking gates. Perfect. And we are just coming up on. We are just south of Chicago, so we should maybe get a view of. Well, nope, off the thick clouds. Maybe we'll get a view of the lake, but I don't think we're going to see it. Just trying to make sure nothing pops up, no ATC pops up online for us, so we're okay now. Let's go back up here to the flight deck for a few minutes. That looks good. Okay, let's go down here to init ref. We will do a flaps 30 arrival at our course set. Course is 301 and 1110, so course is 301. We'll set that on both sides. .301 down here. Give me 1 second. 110.3. So 110.3. Same on this side. 110.3. All right. Maybe once we get a little closer, we'll have all that arrival information typed in already. We'll wait a little bit to get the updated ATIS as we get closer. And all the weather, but it looks like it's snowing right now in Minneapolis, so could be an interesting arrival. So for tomorrow, what I think we will do, I've been kind of sitting here thinking, and I think for our flight tomorrow, because it was to be determined, it'll probably be another evening flight. Just kind of works better for my schedule later in the night for Eastern time zone. I think we're going to fly a route that kind of mirrors a trip I took before down to the Virgin Islands. So I think what we will do is I think we'll fly to Miami, which actually kind of works out good because I think there's actually a VATSIM event tomorrow in Miami. And I've never flown an event, and normally they're extremely busy, but all the ATC should be online. So I think I'm going to fly out of Miami, and we'll go down to St. Thomas, the Virgin Islands, about a 2.5-hour flight. And we'll probably take... See, I flew Delta, so we'll probably do another Delta flight, and then either this 737 or the Airbus A320, one of the two. Let's see. You don't want to spill the fun. You're keeping the real ideas in store. I guess your emotions should reflect who you are. Oh, they absolutely should. Yeah, you can't give away all the secrets just yet, right? You got to keep those to yourself. I understand. You got to keep all the good stuff close to the chest. All the good ideas. I like it. Yeah, maybe we'll try to figure something out. That'd be cool. Yeah, so as you guys can see, so this is the tentative plan for the rest of the week. Okay, I'm gonna try to have this. I'm gonna try to have this up every week, so everybody kind of knows when I'll be here, and we're not, you're not just left on red per se. But so tonight we were gonna do St. Louis to Indy, but I wanted to do something that had some ATC online. So we flew out of Indy, heading to Minneapolis, just to do some snow stuff. And tomorrow I believe there is a VATSIM event in Miami. And I believe Miami should have everybody online. So there should be, clearance. There should be ground, tower, center, all that. And then we'll go down to the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas and the Virgin Islands, and just kind of mimic an actual flight that I've been on before. So I think that'd be cool. About a 2.5 hour flight, but we'll get some ATC for a lot of the time. Yeah, so I originally wanted to stream because I'm a big sports guy, so like I love playing like sports games. But then like I found Flight Simulator a few months ago and fell in love with playing it and just learning the planes and learning about aviation, even though I'm not a pilot. So I fell in love with that, and then I decided, hey, I'll make some content on around flight sim, and then we had another baby in October, so that kind of slowed things down with streaming and content creation. But I'd like to try to get back to it. Like I said, I've had a bunch of my socials for a long time, like my personal ones, and so I don't know if I need to get some new ones that are just solely based around content creation, or just keep posting, get some YouTube videos uploaded there. Maybe that'll kick off, but. Yeah, I do like a variety of things. I don't play just this game. This is the only game I stream, really, just because the other games, it's kind of just me vibing with my buddies, whether it's playing a sports game or, maybe like Fortnite or something. So I played a little Fortnite, actually, before I jumped on stream tonight. So if you guys want to see that kind of stuff, if people would watch that, I would stream it too. Let's see, so what about a few goofy cartoon art emotes depicting you as a virtual aviator doing kind of things? Hey, that'd be cool. Like I said, I'm very much like when people are creative, when you have creative minds, I like letting people run with it. So, if you're an artist, whether it's, drawing, tattoo artist, whatever it may be, I'm very much I like to let those people's minds do them, you know what I'm saying? So like, creative minds can come up with cool things, and so hey, if you got some ideas in mind, I'm all about hearing it, because like I said, it's way better than anything I'm gonna come up with. Like I couldn't draw stick people. Like my stick people look bad. Not a cloud cover. I wish we could see the oh, don't do it to me now. Oh, my cameras are froze up all of a sudden. There we go. Always something. Yeah, so I believe right below these clouds, if we could see them, would be Lake Michigan, but because of the cloud cover, we're not going to be able to see it, unfortunately. But that would be kind of cool. Yeah, I'm kind of all over the place with, like I said, I'm a big sports guy, but I also like, just playing flight sim and getting on here and vibing and enjoying just streaming. Just flying some planes, and but I do enjoy sports games. Play some Fortnite with my buddies, things like that, just a vibe. But like I said, if people, I'll play whatever if people will watch it. I haven't played some sports games in a minute, so I'd probably be awful at it. But Yeah, I mean, what are you on? I've got like all of them. So, I mean, either IG or Twitter probably be the easiest. I don't know if either one of those work. If they do, I don't know if my whispers. I think my whispers are on Twitch. If you have like IG or Twitter, you could just we could just chit chat on there if you got some ideas for some emotes. Miles to top of descent, so that is 1541. About 20 minutes till we start our descent into Minneapolis. Let's see, it both works for me, but Twitter, yeah, Twitter's probably easier. I would say I'm on Twitter quite a bit more than I am IG, to be honest. So, yeah, if you can send a whisper, on here with your Twitter handle, I'll get to that after the stream, and if you got some ideas or something, we can see what we can come up with. See if anything's changed in the arrival for very cold in Minneapolis. So overcast at 2,500 feet, so it'll be a low cloud covers coming in. And I think according to the real world ATIS, so the ATIS, ATIS, the ATIS is just basically just like, it's basically the airport's like weather report, tells you what the winds are, tells you what runways they're using, things like that. And you can find all that online if you just Google search their digital ATIS. But it looks like the snow is potentially stopped, which is not a bad thing for flying into it, really. But a little windy, so could make for an interesting approach. I think we probably could have turned the anti-ice on leaving Indy. It probably wouldn't have been a bad idea, but that's okay. Oh man, guys, it may be a shorter night. Might be a shorter night for me tonight. I'm kind of tired. Been trying to stay up. On my regular night shift schedule for work, and I'm kind of tired tonight. I have to go to bed a little early. See if Minneapolis has I'm assuming they have a CTAF. Do 126.7. Let me write that down real quick. I'll tell you what, we'll just do this. $126.7. And we'll just put that in the standby for now, so when we get closer, we'll announce everything we got going on. interesting. Never saw that. Alrighty. Hi, Buffett. We are currently just to the west of Lake Michigan, a little north of Chicago right now. So Lake Michigan will be over on our right if we could see something out that window, but a lot of cloud cover, so no worries. We do have, see right here, so the T/D, that's top of descent. So all that means is that all the information we've entered into the computer of the aircraft, that's telling us that at 120 miles when we should start our descent down to the airport. So 120 miles will start our descent into Minneapolis. According to the weather, it looks like the snow is stopped, so maybe it won't be as crazy of a arrival, but it just depends. Give me 1 second. Come on there. Hold on. Give me 1 second. That's okay. Let's see if this works here. Oh. All right, that should work, I think. No breaking the cloud cover. Alright, about 95 miles top of descent. Let's go to, yeah, let's check it. Overhead looks good. That looks good down here. That looks good here. Cruising along. Since we are under 100 miles to our top of descent, let's just double check that we have everything set that we need to. So Alrighty, let's go down here to this. Alright, so we got our flaps and our speed for our landing. We got the course and the ILS frequency all plugged in. That's plugged in down here. We'll activate that when we get closer. I'll tell you what we do need actually. Let's go back up here. Let's go to my charts. Cat 2 approach here. Alright. So we're gonna do radio altimeter decision height 100. Basically, that's just going to tell us, okay, we get to 100 feet above the ground. If we're not stable and can't see the runway and stuff, we'll have to do a go around. So we'll set that, and then we'll check the weather when we get a little bit closer. Other than that, everything looks pretty good. We're heading right along. The only other thing we may need would be, so we're going to need vectors, I believe. Let me look down here on our legs page. So yeah, so from GQ, could be GQ, from GQ to Hasty, we're going to need vectors of that. So we may just plug in direct to from there. Altitude's still the same. It's not going to mess up on our descent or anything. So that should be good. And then down to 3,000, which I think is our final. Let me look here. Yes, we'll go from 3,000 down to the runway. So, and then on the way in, look and see if we have any constraints. So it's Zing. Yeah, Z-Zing, we want to be 2.9 or above, so we'll be okay there. And then we're going to go all the way down to Stewie, I believe it's 7,000. Yep, so just some important altitudes to keep in mind. $67 miles top of descent. Some cool views, man. These flights, these simulators can just do crazy things with the views. Really enjoy it. So if you guys see here on the nav screen, there's the T and the D. So top of descent, it shows us there. Top of descent there, so we're starting to see that coming up, and we'll probably start stepping our way down. So we're at 38,000. We'll probably originally go down to the 29,000 and start our descent from there. Next was above, so really above 14 by CMAC. A CMAC would need to be 14,000 feet. Let me go just make sure before we start our descent that there's no ATC that's came online. No, we are tailing. Is he going to Minneapolis as well? He is. So he's already on his descent. He'll beat us. He'll beat us there. He's quite a bit ahead of us. No worries. We should be fine. Let's go up here. Let's dial this back just a little bit. There we go. Man, just a cool looking day. Like I said, it may be a little nasty when we head into Minneapolis. I'm not entirely sure. It may not be the best weather, but doesn't say it's snowing, so that's a good thing, I guess. Don't want to land in the snow. Top descent's in 44 miles. Definitely something that's slowing us down as we have this pretty good headwind blowing straight in. You know, the wind's blowing straight into us, so we'd probably be able to go a little faster if it wasn't for that headwind. But the plane's got to balance. It's got to balance, you know, the speed over here. So as you can see, we're actually only doing, you know, 250 over here indicated. And normally, you know, if we didn't have that big headwind, we could be up here in like the 280s, 290s range. So just how it be sometimes, just a wind. Only 5 miles top of descent. So we will go ahead, go up here. First big altitude restrictions, 14,000. We get 14,000 dialed in. And once we pass that top of descent line, the plane should automatically start to descend itself. So in about 30 miles. So it looks like at the top of descent we'll have a little left turn. We got the inbound course of 301 set. We've got our flaps and speed reference for landing. We've got our minimum set, that's all good. We probably need their local altimeter, so let's make sure that hasn't changed yet. So arrivals not information Delta 2976 still, so let's see, 29. So you can preset this, so I'm gonna turn the knob down here. So once we pass through below 18,000 feet, once you get below 18,000 feet in the U.S., that's when you type in the local barometric pressure for that airport. Because if you don't have the right barometric pressure typed in, it actually affects your altitude. So what your altitude is showing you may not actually be how far you are off the ground. So obviously it's very important to have that accurate. So above 18,000 feet, they have it at standard, which is 2992. And as you can see, the local pressure down in Minneapolis is 2976. So if you, there's actually some math equations you can do for that, and you actually be like, you know, you may be 100 feet lower than like you think you are, so which is obviously not a good thing, right? So you got to make sure those are set. And coming up on our top of the descent still. Let's see, we got about 15 miles. I'll tell you what we may do, just so we have ATC. I want to switch over to beyond ATC, just so that we have some kind of ATC telling us our vectors. That also may interject a bunch of other like planes in the thing, so I don't know if we want to do that or not. We'll just go with it. We can vector ourselves, hopefully. We should be okay. But so, coming up about 9 miles till top of descent. So once we get to the top of descent line, which is the little green icon here, the TND, the plane, with the information we've given it in the computer, should start to descend down to 14,000 feet. So based on the arrival charts, which I have on my iPad, so this is a paid subscription. You get these charts called Navigraph, but it's a paid subscription. It's really cool. I know it'd be kind of hard to see, but for example, you guys can see this. Let me go down here so that way its glare is not as bad. So if you guys can see this, it actually tells like altitudes we're supposed to be at, speeds, different things like that, routes. But like I said, it's a paid subscription, but if you're going to fly on VATSIM, you pretty much need them, unfortunately. But I think it's worth it just as much as I play this game. So coming up on top of descent now, right on top of about 3 miles. We get to the top of descent. According to the Navigraph charts, by the waypoint CMAC. So if we look over here, by the waypoint CMAC, the computer wants us at 260 knots and at 14,000 feet or above. So that's the altitude, first altitude restriction we're going to head to. The other one's above it. We should be able to hit that pretty easily, so it should be no big deal. So nice little left-hand turn here. All right, so as you guys can see, the plane has started our descent. All right. So this little triangle, we want it to stay right here in the middle. So that's telling us if that triangle's in the middle, we're descending at exactly the rate and speed that we should be. All right. So you don't want to be above, you don't want to be too far above it, you don't want to be too far below it. Okay. You'll be right there in the middle, holding where it's at. And now, if you've typed everything into the computer here correctly, it should really do it on its own. So that's pretty cool. But so we've started our descent. Let's go to the overhead panel. We'll let the cabin know that tending ding them in the cabin that we've started our descent, and everything's looking good. So we'll start down to 14,000 feet. As we get closer, we'll continue our descent down. So everything's spot on there. We'll keep the music on until we get a little lower. We start getting a little lower, we'll turn the music off so we can zone in, so we can land this bad boy. All right, on our way down to Minneapolis. So the local weather is still showing. Let's take a look here. Alright. So overcast, about 2,500 feet. It's very cold. But it's not showing snow now like it was when we took off from Indianapolis. When we took off from Indianapolis, it was showing that Minneapolis had snow. Right now it says they don't. So altimeter's still all good. Let's make sure we didn't have any ATC pop up on us. We didn't. We do have an American 737 ahead of us, but he's well below us. He should be landed and out of the way by the time we get there. So we do, like I said, just some things you're looking at. Okay, this is obviously our speed. All right, this is our altitude. You guys can see how the altitude's coming down. We want to try to keep this pink triangle right here in this middle. Okay, that's basically saying that like we are descending on profile, as they call it. Okay, so if we're descending on the profile, we're at the right altitude and the right speeds to get us there how the computer wants us to. All right, so we want to keep that there. If you've entered everything incorrectly, the computers take care of that for you. The green reference down here, we got that information from the computer as well. So this is our approach reference. Okay, so it's got our estimated weight on the aircraft when we arrive. This is where you want to check your flaps. All right, so drag required. Okay, so on this drag required, it's telling me that we need to slow down a little bit more. Okay, so speed brakes, bring them down a little bit. You should see those pop up. Oop, another one. All right, so right here, these lift up. These speed brakes lift up just a little bit, and it keeps the drag on the airplane to slow us down to send us a little bit better. So the computer's telling us, hey, we want more drag. All right, so that indication went away, so we can actually go down here and stow the speed brakes. Up, stowed, good. All right, so like I was saying, our flaps, we'll put out 30 degrees of flaps. It gives us our speed we want to target, so 139. If there was a big wind, it gives you a wind correction plus 5 knots, so we could call that 145 for our landing speed. All right. That gives us a reference here on our speed tape, okay? So when we're getting closer to land, we can keep an eye on that, all right? This is our decision altitude, okay? So there's a couple different types of decision altitude. Like I said, I'm not a real pilot, so I'm not gonna act like I know all of them. But basically what this means is when we get 100 feet off the ground, according to the systems on the plane that can detect that, if we can see the runway, if we're stable, we'll land. If you can't by then, you need to do a go around, okay, for safety purposes. So that's set. We have our barometric pressure set. So that's the barometric pressure of the air in Minneapolis. That matters because if the barometric pressure is off, your altitude's going to be off. So if you don't have the right barometric pressure for the airport you're landing in, you may actually, you're not going to be at an altitude that it's telling you, which could be very dangerous, obviously, right? So you want to be confident that you're at the altitude that the plane's telling you're at. And a big thing about that process is you want to have this number down here set correctly, which you can change this little dial and it would change it here up or down. Okay, now once we get underneath, so it's this standard right now, okay, so it's got standard pressure in the United States when you get above 18,000 feet. When you get below 18,000 feet, you have to type in the standard pressure for the local airport you're going into. So all that looks good. We're still good on profile. Doesn't want any drag. No worries there. All right, descent's looking good. We need to be at 14,000 feet by the time we get to CMAC waypoint. We want to be at 14,000 feet or above that, okay? And then we'll continue our descent down. So once we get a little closer there, we'll start changing our headings or our altitude setting up here a little more on the autopilot and keep our descent going down. Everything's looking good. Overhead panel, no issues there. No issues down here. Nice wing views on today. So some cloud cover, but the simulator does a good job of showing cloud cover. It's for some really pretty scenery. And we've got our Delta 737 that we're in today. Does it want us some? Nope, no drag right now, so we're good there. Speed will continue to come down. We're just monitoring everything. So a lot of monitoring phases, right? You know, even real pilots will tell you that, you know, 95% of the time the autopilot's flying the plane right, but it doesn't mean you can't be monitoring stuff. You don't need to be doing things for the arrival or the departure while you're up in that plane, right? So we start getting down through these clouds. We'll probably throw on the engine anti-ice. That way, if we're going through the clouds, you know, obviously we don't want the engines to freeze over. So. Excuse me. All right, so still above. We're still good on the above 14,000. For the next altitude, we're going to want to not disobey is 7,000 feet. So since we don't have any ATC online, nobody telling us where to go down to, we'll go ahead and dial down to 7,000 feet. Let the plane continue to descend on its own. Alright, so coming up on our transition altitude, which is the 18,000 feet. 18,000 feet, we will change change from standard altimeter to the local altimeter, which I will double check just one more time of what the local one is. That way we can abide by that. So it is still 2976. Alright, a little cloudy, like I said, very cold. No snow though, I don't think. I think it stopped snowing, so. So just a few more 100 feet to our transition altitude. And that looks good. All the systems looks good. No warning lights. Rear panel's good. Check see what that other airplane was at that was ahead of us. See if they've Alright, he's getting ready to land. He's down at he's on his final descent. He's at about 3,500 feet, so he's coming in to land. We're quite a bit behind him. No worries about running into another aircraft. Alright, so pressure. That's good. Pressure's good. Perfect. So if you guys could see that when we changed that pressure, our altitude actually dropped more than what we were at. Okay, so like I said, just keep that in mind. That's why you want to make sure that your barometric pressure is right. So from 7,000 feet, 7,000 down to 4,000, and then 3,000 for our final approach. So we're probably we're gonna have to kind of vector ourselves around. If we had ATC online, they would do it for us, but we don't have them online, so we'll just do it ourselves. No problem. And in we go. So if anybody's curious where we're actually at on the big map, we're just to the east. Look here. So we are just to the east of St. Paul. Alright, so coming up on 10,000 feet, we will pause the music. Get ready for our final approach. So at 10,000 feet, typically what will happen is the landing lights will come on. The ignition switches will go to continuous. We'll ding the cabin to make sure everybody's got their seats upright, all their big laptops and stuff put away, tray tables up, and we'll start configuring for landing. Deep descent after crisp. Yep, no problem. No problemo. We'll handle that. So let's go here. Let's clear out that message. Clear. Thank you. Alright, so here comes 10,000 feet. At 10,000 feet in the States, or below 10,000 feet, the typical rule is you can't exceed 250 knots. So, as you can see, the airplane down here is abiding by that, slowly starting to slow itself down. And then we'll go make sure the heading of 274 is lined up, because that's going to be important. Alrighty, below 10,000 feet. All the landing lights come on. Runway lights. Continuous. In the cabin. All that looks good. And it's asking for speed brakes, so go out some speed brakes. 4-speed brake. Alright. If we zoom in here a little bit. Let's do this. Alright, speed to 210. Trying to go through some clouds, so let's throw anti-ice on. Still holding at 7,000 here. Ooh, let's not do that. Okay, worries. Alright, after here we're going to start kind of vectoring ourselves out, and we'll get our descent down to, looks like we're going to go down to, next one will be 7,000 as well. Yep, so we'll hold at 7,000, but we'll go so perfect. Hold 7,000 above here. See a little bit of ground. Alright, so we're just straight in from here, so. Real quick, we mess this up. And I think we went to no visibility. Yep. Nothing but clouds. A little bit of visibility. Alrighty, about a 10-mile final. Go to there. Sim radar. Alrighty. Minneapolis traffic. There's a Delta Boeing 737 on an 8-mile final for Minneapolis. Runway 30 left, Minneapolis. It might be a little high here. We're probably going to have to go around. We didn't get down soon enough, I think. Yeah, we could probably take care of this.
Radio altimeter.
Oh, we got no flaps or nothing. The landing gear's not down. Lord have mercy. You know what? We're not going to do anything crazy. We're going to go around. Landing gear up. Auto. Autopilot. Not going to do anything crazy. We'll go around. Alright, our go around approach is... Alright, landing gear's up. We're okay. Climb to 3,000. Outbound on Minneapolis VOR. So, Alright, no worries, nothing crazy. Yeah, we passed it up. No big deal. Alright, let's go ahead and go. Execute that. Make our right turn. There's many apples up there. That's cool. We'll come around back past the airport. Yeah, I totally didn't put flaps for nothing out. That's on me. Oops. I was spaced out looking at chat and hanging out. Looks like we're going to fly right over Minneapolis. Alright, let's start kind of working our way around. So, bring the heading bug back around. Get out to 105. Listen, I could have tried to dive bomb it to the runway, and I didn't want to do that, so we went around like the good pilots that we should have been. Alright, fuel looks good. We still got 7,000 pounds of fuel, so our panic fuel is panic fuel is 3.0, so we still got 4,000. We still got 4,000 pounds to give. No worries. We'll fly this heading. We'll circle back around. Give ourselves time to slow down and get set up. Nice views down here, though. Let's start down the speed back just a little bit. Do flaps 5. Buddy. Johnny, it's always good to see you, my friend. I'll say that. You also don't want me to fly because I was about to just nosedive this motherfucker to the runway, and instead I was like, no, I'll be a good pilot and I'll circle back around. But you definitely don't want me flying with these motherfuckers. God dang, buddy, long time no see. How you been? Buddy, because truth be told, I did a flight about a week ago, and it was like, I don't have time to go around, so fuck it, we're diving at the interstate. Or runway, interstate, man, used to my other job. Buddy, my entire house has been sick for like 3 weeks. Like, both my kids, me, Megan, like, I can't stand it, bro. Can't stand this time of year. Buddy, seatbelts on tight. Good news is we're landing. Bad news is we're crashing. So I know it's the end of the route. We got it. But they're good, man. Like I said, everybody's just kind of been sick off and on, which is, it's worse when your kids are sick. I guess just you hate it when they're sick. I never knew that until obviously I had them. But dude, when they're sick, it's awful. Plus, when you got kids, once they get sick, the whole house is getting sick. Like, you might as well just chalk it up. Like, you start feeling that itch in your throat, like you just know it's coming after you. But other than the sick part, they're doing good, man. Can't complain. Kids are healthy and okay, besides from just, the common cold stuff, and everybody's doing good. I had to go back to work at night shift, which is awful, which is why I'm up right now. Wasn't really in my bingo card, but don't have much of a choice, unfortunately. Buddy, I do not do well with it at all. Like, I don't. I tell you what, staying up, like, I can stay up. That's honestly not, like, the bad part. Like, the worst part is the worst part's actually staying asleep. That's what I struggle with. All right, let me focus up here. Let's go flaps 10. Landing lights are on, that's good. Buddy, it really is, because my oldest, I mean, she's only 2, but like she doesn't understand like why I'm still asleep while they're up, you know what I'm saying? So that's the absolute worst part of it. She's like, Dad, get up. Work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off. It's exam Wednesday morning. Anyway, that's not bad. So ours is like 2 on, 2 off, 2 on, 3 off. You work what, 7 to 14 days or whatever. So it's better than the 8.5s we were on. We used to be on 8s, and then we switched to 12s this year. And so, I do like that part of it, because I definitely get a lot more days off, which is nice. Let's bring the speed down a little bit. Alright, this should capture this. We should be able to land. Let's go 160. Yeah, buddy. Any kind of schedule of the post is going to put out is going to, you know, benefit the state, not your sleep schedule and stuff, unfortunately. So I don't even know I couldn't tell you what hard good sleep is anymore, truth be told. But like I said, it gets me more days off than when I was working 8-hour shifts. So I mean, working 12s, you know, it is what it is. But the night shift, I get to like 2-3 a.m., bro, and I am fucking struggling. All right, we got the glide slope. Let's try to land this bad boy. I don't know which way I got to exit off this mofo. Zero left. We'll actually just hang a right, it looks like. Alright, so no crosswind. This is good. Brakes are set. Speed brakes are armed. All that's good. Alright, we should be good to go. Oh, one more set of flaps. Slow this puppy down a little bit. Kick my Crocs off here so I can use my pedals on my feet. Now we're looking a little better. Now we can land this bad boy. No, man, no, I'm still in town. Live down here now. Or lived down here ever since I joined the state. Alright, so 500 feet, autopilot will come off. Alright. My airplane. Yep, those are off. My throttles. A little high. And we're right on there. –
Reaching minimums. Minimums. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
And we're down. Nose wheel comes down. Center line. Yeah, I actually was on VATSIM. I flew out of Indy with ground and manual braking. And we'll just go down to the end. I flew out of Indy with ground and center. If we can get this bad boy stopped, we'll take this. And then on the way over here, there was nothing else, so I've just been on Unicom. Let's not stop on the runway. Yeah, I've only done VATSIM a handful of times, honestly. I've probably got less than 10 flights on it, truth be told. Alrighty. So that's good. Landing lights can come off. Taxi. I'm not gonna be able to see. Oh. Yeah, so that's what's cool. That's what's cool, Johnny. So let me get these flaps up and all that. So that the VATSIM network, that Bush is talking about there. So it's real pilots, or sorry, I should say it's other people playing, and then there's actually real people doing like air traffic control. So like when I left Indianapolis, there was a real person that was doing like stuff on the ground, and then when I got in the air, there was real people like doing ATC for me, like on the flight in here, which is really cool. So it's free, you just sign up for it. But like if there was other people in Minneapolis here, like you would see them. Oh buddy, it's cool. I found this game like 6 months ago, and I've been like hooked ever since. Like I know it sounds like so crazy. It sounds so crazy, but like it's so sick. I don't know why. I thoroughly enjoy it. That is cool. It took a lot to learn because these things are complex as hell, obviously. But yeah, real people will be air traffic controllers. Real people will be flying. Yeah, dude, I think that's why I like it, because it's just chill. Like I can sit here, like I ain't all worked up trying to play like a shooter or something. Like I'm past that. I'm too old for that shit. I'd rather sit here and play this and just chill. Bush, are you still in here? Do you do VATSIM? I may not be in here anymore. I guess we'll circle all the way around here to this over here. Power Wash Simulator, dude, I love it. I love that. But simulator stuff's fun. Like I said, I never would have thought I'd have played it, but I freaking love it. Like I said, it's just chill. And you know what? We'll just take this gate right here. Let's get her about at the gate here, and then we'll... Yeah, hold center here. works. I can go up a little further. Oh, drop my mouse. More thrust. And boom. Alrighty. Stand by. Drop my mouse. Oh, there we go. Alright. Yeah, dude, sim stuff is so fun. It really is. It really is. Alrighty, so APU bleed can come on. Engines can come off. Let's go up here. These lights come off. Strobe light can come off. Oop. APU generators. Anti-collision light comes off. Alright. So engine should be off. Let's see if we can get some deboarding.
Deboarding requested.
And by Delta. Let's see if this actually works. Oh, we glitched out. Stand by. See if it'll work this time. Excellent. Alright, jetway's there. We're getting luggage undone. Let's go back in here just really quick, make sure everything's turned off. We need a ground power unit. Do we have one out here? Ground power, okay there. Asking you shall receive.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Alright, ground power unit's on, so let's do, that's available. Ground power. And APU bleed can come off. APU comes off. No, so you can actually, okay, so, I don't know if this has got, modeled people or not. Let me see here. Oh, there's a flight attendant. Yep. So it's a mod. It's a mod that real people like board the plane. You have like flight attendants. How you doing, buddy? Dude, that guy had a nice crisp turn. And see, like you got the kind of the jetway or whatever, but oop. Let's not get canceled already. Lord have mercy. Wrong zoom in. So this is a mod. This is a mod that has like all these people that'll like board the plane. Oh, buddy, that was a military dude for sure. Had a nice, still got a nice crisp turn. But no, you can actually fly. You can fly basically whatever you want to. So there's better like third party airplanes. So there's planes that come like default in the game. But there's better third-party like developers that you got to pay for. So this is the Boeing 737 that I paid for from a real well-known like developer in the flight sim world, and then they have all the different like Deltas and Southwest and all that or whatever. So just for giggles here, VATSIM. Let me go to my, hold on here, Johnny. Let me see if I can pull. Okay, how can I get... Hold on, I'm trying to show you. Hold on, let me cancel all these out and do it this way. Nope, not that. I was doing it the other day where I could show my browser, and now it's not letting me. Stand by, Johnny. I'll show you some of this stuff. See what this does. Well, I can't figure out how to do it. This is a struggle. So I actually built another PC. I bought all the parts and actually built it a few months ago. And so I'm playing off one and streaming off the other. And so dude, I thought it was going to be easy, man. Like it just like transferring, and bro, it's fucking not. Like trying to get like audio and like seeing shit or whatever. But anyway, yeah, so, you can download, so you can purchase and download like mods and that VATSIM network. Like if I could show you like out west, because like time zone difference or whatever. Like if you flew out of Las Vegas, like you'd have like real air traffic controllers out there. What's it got? What lights does it say I still have on? Oh, there we go. Sorry. There we go. But yeah, it's really cool. So I bought some different stuff. I got like a legit, I bought like an actual like yoke, and I've got like pedals to like move the plane with my feet. I've got like an actual like throttle thing. It doesn't look like this one, but like it moves. You know, I've got this thing that moves this. Oh, buddy. Well, so they've got it like, they've got it like synced up to be like almost like real time. So like you know, when you're waiting on everybody to get off the fucking plane IRL, like it takes that long. I normally like I don't have to sit here for that long, but let's see. Let's go see what our landing rate was actually. Minus 380. That's not bad, but not the best. We slammed her a little bit, but typically I'd like to be between like 150 and 250. So 380 is a little hard. Not anything crazy, but yeah. So it takes legit like the full time, but it's really cool, man. It's really cool. It's good because it gives me something chill to do at night, and I can stream it and sit here and hang out or whatever. But we've got, let's see, so, okay, we don't have to wait for all them to unload. Let's end this. I'll show you some of the other stuff. Oh, let's go back here. Profile. So like it comes with obviously like a ton of like default airplanes, but like some that I've bought. So like this company Phoenix FENIX. All right, so they make this Airbus that's like modeled like really well. So I've got an American Airlines one of this. I've got a Delta one of this. And I joined this, it's called Virtual Airlines. So basically it's like a fake company, but it keeps track of like where you fly and gives you like routes to fly to, and also like keeps track of your stats and like virtual money, just like something chill to do, whatever. But it's this gateway company. So I've got theirs. Let's see here. And then like I said, I've got the Boeing. I've got just your OG Southwest. I downloaded this cool like Hawaiian Southwest skin, for lack of better terms. So that's pretty cool. And then what other ones did I buy? Yeah, so you got this big like cargo plane that like UPS uses. So that's pretty cool. But they're all just so different, man. And something about like the way my brain's like hardwired, I guess. Like I just enjoy like learning to click buttons, I guess. But I think that's all the ones I've bought. There's other ones out there that aren't as good. And there's certain companies that people buy from, and they have good. Oh, I got these little jets are from a smaller company. They're not as well done, but they're like okay. So, and it's just got all sorts of different, like it's got like Alaska, this KLM, but it's just a little smaller airplane. Yeah, so I think the actual, so the people that, let's see, where's like, yeah, you got these big sons of guns. Where is, yeah, so it's like a F-18 right here. So there's actually a different simulator. That people use because for like the fighter jets, because you can actually like dogfight in like that simulator, and people like take it super like serious. So that's kind of crazy. But I don't know if people fly them. I think this flight simulator is used for more like airliners and like little like small plane and stuff. And then there's a different simulator that people really go crazy with, like the military jets. I think that's all of them, but yeah, man, it's cool. Like, you know, you can go to this free flight mode, and you know, if you wanted to take this plane from wherever, you know, you could go search up here, and you could type in whatever airport you wanted to go to, Louisville or whatever. You know, you could spawn in wherever on this, you know. Okay, you could spawn at a gate down here in Louisville with this military plane if you wanted to. Yeah, it's legit some Top Gun stuff. Like I think it's called like DCS, Digital Combat Simulator, or something like that. And yeah, you actually like dogfight people and stuff. Yeah, the graphics are crazy. I built a little bit better PC this time around because I wanted to just upgrade from the other one that I had. So this one's got a little bit higher end of a graphics card. You can actually change the weather so we can see something too. Let me do. Yeah, so it actually like simulates like snow. You know, you could spawn wherever. And I bought some, like I said, other mods that make it a little better, like these like taxiway signs back here to tell you like where you're going, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, the graphics are crazy. It's really cool. I've got them all, like I said, on Ultra or whatever. But and everything you can see, I mean, everything's like the modeling that these people do on these planes and stuff, man, is just crazy. Oh, wrong thing. There we go. But yeah, it just I I started playing it a few months ago, and I started watching a bunch of YouTube videos, and I got more into it, and now I just do it just to chill. And I figured, well, I might as well stream it, you know. I'm just past the days of trying to be some kind of, you know, competitive shooter or whatever. So. Yeah, the coolest thing is like it just adds the realism. You know, you can add a lot of realism to it with like, you know, actual people being ATC and things like that. So yeah, I wish it would let I don't know why it won't let me show. I don't know why it won't let me show my desktop or whatever. Let's see if I can add. Hold on. Let's see. Add source. No, but I didn't do it. But yeah, like I said, it's cool, man. I get weird enjoyment. I catch a lot of shit from Seth and some of the guys, or I do, what in the world are you doing playing that? But I enjoy it. It would have been cool if we'd had some like ATC coming into there, but it didn't look like. Most people kind of start signing off on that on the East Coast and Eastern time zone, you know, around midnight or so. There's like not even anybody on in like the whole like Midwest right now, but I'm upset my homie Bush left. He asked me if I was on VATSIM, and I feel like I didn't get to chat with him. Oh man, guys. Is it 2:30 already? What's bad is I'm hungry. That's the worst thing about switching to night shift too, is like it's got my eating schedule all jacked up. Like, well, I have no idea why I should be hungry right now at 2:30 in the morning, but normally I'd been sound asleep for a few hours by now, but dude, yeah, that's like one of the worst. It's like the worst. It really is. But I don't know what. I think we got like a leftover like Tostino's pizza in there that I'm about to go eat the rest of that my daughter didn't eat for dinner. Dude, yeah. Like a night shift, bro, you're eating everything. Like you get to 2:30 in the morning, there's just no rules with food. Like you're just eating whatever. Like I could literally eat anything right now, and I would be satisfied. Like you said, pickles. I'm not like a huge pickle fan. I'm an okay pickle fan, but I'm like, man, pickles don't sound bad. Yeah, let's get rid of this off the old iPad. Oh man. Well, guys, I appreciate everybody stopping by that did. Then we'll go. Johnny's got me. Rush has got me messed up in chat, y'all. He got me wanting to eat just random shit now. Like I'm thinking, like, man, I could just go to a gas station or something real quick. Like I'm to that point. I'm so hungry. Got me all fucked up sitting over here, Johnny. But real quick, guys, before we do dip out, because we are going to dip out here very shortly. As you guys can see on the screen, like we were kind of talking about, you know, I'm kind of on some night shift life now. So I've been posting the stream schedule just so everybody's kind of up to date on when I'll be around. And not that I'm actually MIA, but I may be working my other real life job. But our flight plan tomorrow, I believe, is going to be, because I think they're doing an event. I think they're doing an event where all the ATC will be online in Miami. So I think we're going to fly from Miami down to St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands. It was the actual trip I took on my honeymoon, so I thought it'd be kind of cool. It's like a 2 hour and some change flight, and plus leaving Miami, or we could go from the island to Miami. We may do that. We may do it reverse. We may leave the island, go to Miami, because all the ATC will be online. I think that's what we'll do. That way we kind of get the full experience of having like some ATC with us for the most of the flight. So that'll be tomorrow. Sunday night is kind of a toss up. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. We may go back and fly something with the virtual airline with Gateway, just so I can get some flight numbers in. I'm trying to win that. Let's see, what am I ranked right now in flights? Let me look here. Let me get logged in. Everybody hold the thought. So I am all right, so I'm currently first in flights for January. I am second in time flown. So there's one guy that's had some just longer flight time, probably just longer routes, but I'm first in the number of flights. So yeah, so I've flown 5 this month, which is in the lead. Another guy he's flown 2 less flights than me, but he's flown 2 more hours of like in-air flight time. So I got some catching up to do. So Sunday may be a Gateway flight. We'll pick somewhere and fly out of. Bush, you're gonna do that tonight, man? I'm not gonna lie. I've been up since about 10 this morning. My sleep schedule's all messed up from having to work a new night shift schedule. So I don't know if I got another flight in me tonight. Are you doing that tonight? But I'm down some other time, man. I'm down to pick. We can pick a route. I'm in. I just don't know if I got another whole flight in me tonight. Is Vegas and all that? I'm assuming they probably still have ATC on, don't they? Where it's on the West Coast. Let's see. Yeah, Vegas has got approach. LA's got center and approach. That'd be a good one. Man, there's 14 pre-files. 14 people pre-filed out of LA already. I work all night, so I'm off too. LAX is on at the moment. I'm jumping in there real quick. Yeah, I mean, I'm down. Only one on. Yeah, well, hey man, I'm down sometime. Like I said, this has been like my new, like, it's got me hook, line, and sinker once I figured out like VATSIM and figured out kind of like the lingo and how all the aviation stuff went. But yeah, I'm down sometime. I don't have it in me tonight. I'm not gonna lie. Bush coming through with the follow, man. I appreciate it. You guys like my Obi-Wan Kenobi hello there? I thought that was very clever, but I also have a very childish sense of humor. So, but man, I thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, LAX has got like everybody on. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I could be wrong. Maybe there are nice controllers out there, but LAX is a huge airport, so it scares me if I mess up. I'm man enough to admit that. It scares me a little bit. But most controllers I've came across are actually pretty nice for the most part, as long as you don't royally mess something up. Yeah, so Sundays, so I'm off tomorrow, and I'm off Sunday as well. So little vibe background music here real quick. Oh, there we go. So Sunday's kind of a, when did you get across and says these are cool? Yeah, so I've kind of learned that as long as as long as you don't like royally do something that's gonna make him mad. What's your talk about Discord? What is my Discord name? I actually have to look that up. Give me 1 second. I don't want, thank you. It's got stream remote enabled. It's got me all messed up. My account. Okay, I don't want stream remote enabled. Disable, please. Thank you. Is there the one that's, is it got like a 4-digit number? Johnny, you're putting in hashtag dis, or you're putting in exclamation point Discord as if I've got that set up. You think way too much of me, my friend, but I do appreciate that. That's probably a command I should set up, truth be told. Stand by, everybody. All right. Yeah, bro, you act like I'm on that much of my game. Like, you gotta let me roll back into it. Like, I'm 31 now, bro. Like, you can't expect me to be on top of that shit all the time. Lord have mercy. Okay, hold on. Let me just copy and paste this. Copy, paste. All right, try looking up Grizz McDowell. Don't ask why. It's a horrible old ass joke that I named myself that on Discord, but I don't know if I got like numbers with it or not or whatever. If you can look it up, I also, because I have a childish sense of humor, my profile picture is Patrick Star with the piece of wood border nailed to his head off SpongeBob. Once again, I just have a childish sense of humor. I know I can't help it, but I know it used to have like some numbers and shit after it, but I may not now. I do. Friends pending. Bro, Tom, my man, I got you. Yes, I'll accept that right now. Boom, there it is. Sweet. See, like I said, 2:30 in the morning. Got a father at 2, 30-something years old. You gotta give me a few minutes. We'll get the wheels turning. You know, Johnny's putting exclamation point Discord. Like, I got Nightbot set up that like I'm 18. My mind don't work that fast. That's something I actually should do. What's funny about that is I'm trying to make myself feel better, but I should do that. I actually started the Discord. I need to. I got this like template for like a Discord channel. Are you in a band? No shit. Buddy 25. Enjoy it. Almost sound like an old head, but you start getting 30, you start getting heartburn all the time. If you sneeze, your arms start hurting and going numb. It's just all downhill, man. You gotta stay on top of it. You be hurting. That's cool, man. A band, dude. I'm not musically talented whatsoever. Like, it's so bad. Let me look. Everybody gives you the like, are you in a band? And you're like, no, I'm not actually. But that's awesome. Yeah, everybody's like, are you in a band? Nope, not. No, actually, but I downloaded like a template for like a legit looking Discord server, and I actually need to set that up so like everybody could be in like the Discord together. Like if we want to do like some flights and shit, that'd be dope. Because I'm like literally the only person, and I think that's why I like streaming it, because like you get people like when you're playing flight sim, you get people that enjoy flight sim that come by and chit chat, and so Like I'm the only one that I know does this. Like I said, most of my boys think I'm fucking crazy. They're like, you do what? I'm like, yes, I get it. Okay. Plus, what's funny is I hate flying. Just if we're being honest, I don't like flying. I enjoy the shit out of this. It's weird as all get. I get it, but yeah, I need to get that Discord set up so that way, like, if some people, Johnny, type in hashtag or exclamation point Discord, that something actually pops up, like I know what I'm doing. I'll work on that tomorrow, maybe before I fire up the stream. But it was pretty cool. It's like it's got a bunch of like different servers and stuff. Makes it look like I know what I'm talking about. You got to fake it till you make it. Yeah, I think so. If I could be wrong. I was just telling Rush this, I think, before you pop back in. I could be wrong, but I think tomorrow's event is in Miami. And so I thought about doing a flight from St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands into Miami, because it's basically the route that we flew for my wife's honeymoon. And so I thought that would be cool just to change it up. I can't remember. I'll have to look who flies in and out of there. I'll have to see if I got the right liveries and all that for something. I don't know. I've been flying the 737, and I've been like buttering those landings way better than I have the Airbus. And I actually think the Airbus should be easier, but for some reason, like, I'm just struggling with landing the Airbus. So I may make a fool out of myself and just do it. Is it Tampa? Okay. So I may do something like I thought that would be cool. I thought about doing that. Maybe leaving the island, and then flying into Florida where everybody's going to be online. Maybe something like that. Like I said, I don't know which. Either the. I sometimes I kind of looking at like what is it, Flight Radar or whatever it is, to see like actual routes. Dude. Okay, so. Johnny, you need to go back to eating your pickles and leave me alone. I'll get the Discord set up and we'll get it added, and I'll get a command added. We'll do it right. Better be. Rush, can you clarify what kind of pickles you were snacking on? OBS. Yeah, I switched over. I used to use Streamlabs, but did all day. I always think, like, what happens when somebody... What the heck is Nightbot doing? Hold on. Okay, I don't know. Nightbot's on. Don't pay attention to that. I don't know what that is. Why would that... Bro, Nightbot's on some shit over that. He types all... Buddy, I ain't gonna stand for that. Me and Nightbot's gonna have a fucking problem. I don't... But you came right back in with the all caps. Hey, he didn't get you that second time, though. You got him on that one. You got one over on Nightbot on that one. I didn't know anything that Nightbot set up. Dude, I'm in shambles. I didn't know that was a thing. When did I set that up? Lord have mercy. He's like, man, he's like, I'll let him slide on that one. He got one in on you, but oh. Yeah, I'll get that added, because I don't remember where I even got that Discord. I need to figure out how. Like I said, y'all got to. I learn slowly sometimes with this stuff. You just got to remember, you got the old man trying to learn how to do all this stuff. But yesterday when I streamed, or last night when I streamed, I could show my desktop, like my browser stuff, and today I can't. Like the other day, I had VATSIM all set up, and all of a sudden, my audio wouldn't work. It wouldn't transmit. We're in shambles. That's okay. Anywho, I'll try to get that Discord thing set up. You have a funny story about streaming? All right. Well, you've piqued my interest already. So, if you're comfortable with sharing your story on the internet, everybody please stand by. Tom has a story for us. Also, I want to point out the elephant in the room like I did earlier. If you guys see all the pink chairs and the ball pit in the background, it's my daughter's, it's not mine. I just wanted to clarify that to the internet as well. No way. Buddy, I'm speechless on that. I don't know what I probably would have cried. I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have cried. I can't think, I'm seriously speechless. It's probably funny to look back on now, maybe not actually, but at the time I would be devastated. I'm gonna have to look up how to fuck up Nightbot though, because I'm gonna have to change that caps thing. Like, people can't type in caps. Lord have mercy. Is that your Twitch ambush? Too many keyboard and shit on his desk. Twitch. Man, sometimes the stars just align, and they're like, "Hey, it ain't gonna be you, man." That's crazy, though. Wow, but at least that's a cool story. Like I said, it's wild, and it kind of I would have been devastated. But it's an awesome story. I mean, how many people get that? You know what I mean? I wonder what I'm going to go eat. I'm telling you, I don't think my daughter finished that Tostina's pizza in there. I'm about to go eat that before I go to bed. Buddy Johnny, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why it won't let me. Oh, are you trying to do it from like a mod standpoint? I see what you're saying. Yeah, I tell you what we'll do. We'll try to figure that out, and I'll get it to where that command links like an actual Discord people can join, so that everybody can be in one. That'd be cool. Dude, it'll probably be so. I guess I recently had to switch to night shift. You went. Yeah, Johnny, what the fuck with that? I'll try to mess with that tomorrow before I. Oh God, I didn't mean to cough in the mic. Sorry, guys. I'll try to mess with that tomorrow, so that way the. Yeah, I'm not just See, the amateur that I am. This part of me was like, oh yeah, I'll just leave it like that. But no, yeah, I'll try to, because I wish I could show you guys. I'll have to figure out why I can't just show my desktop. But I got a cool like looking like Discord setup, and I'll try to get everything set up with like roles and servers and all that shit, and I'll try to get it linked. But anyway, Tom, I recently had to switch to night shift in my IRL job. So on my days that I'm off, I usually been staying up, and I've been starting my stream 10:30, 11:30, something like that. So if that's too late, I could probably try to do earlier. But well, the event will be earlier, won't it? The event's only from like 7 to 11 usually or something, isn't it? So it may have to be an earlier stream. Because normally I've been like a night shift guy, or I lived on that nightlife trying to stay awake and just get my sleep schedule adjusted. But if we want to do that event, I'll have to get on earlier. What time? Is it 7? Is it 7 to 11? Is that when the event is? So I'm going to have to beg my family to leave me alone actually during the early evening so I can focus on flying into that event. That's what's just going to have to happen. I'm off season for music and fest stuff. Buddy. Man, I wouldn't. I don't know if I could do it, man. I just get the feel. I feel like everything's like, and maybe not everyone's like it, but I feel like it's all like the TV shows where everybody's like ready to fist fight you. I might not even 3 a.m. Yeah, normally I work till 6 in the morning on my new schedule, but I haven't been staying up that late. This is actually the longest I've streamed. My normal streams have usually been just a couple hours from like 11 to like 1. But we had a little longer flight today though too. It was an hour and a half, 2 hours or whatever, because I had to go around because I was about to slam it into the I just about did it. If I wasn't streaming, I would have nosedived it to the runway and I wouldn't have done a go around, but I didn't want to do that and embarrass myself. Yeah, we'll I may just send you like a DM or something on Discord and we'll try to get it figured out. If that event's earlier, I would like to try to I'll send you a DM because I would like to fly in that event. It'd be cool. And I'll try to get that Discord and stuff all set up tomorrow before I go live. Even if we come into Tampa, I mean, we don't have to do that long of a flight though either. I mean, I don't have to. Like I said, I was just going to do the islands just because of if it was just me flying, just spitball an idea. But we'll figure out some route to fly. We'll figure something out. It don't have to be nothing crazy that way. In case my. Yeah, I do too. I'm like 45 minutes to hour 20, somewhere like there. Nothing crazy. But I'll get the Discord figured out so Johnny quits yelling at me, and I'm gonna figure out Nightbot so I don't have to fight him too. Apparently, he's yelling at people. It's too early in the morning to be yelling at people. But all right, man. I'll send you a DM. I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate the follow too, guys. I'm out of here. Johnny's being mean to me about Discord. Bush is trying to be nice and save the day, which if it wasn't for him, I don't know what I'd do because then it would be just Johnny yelling at me in the chat. So, guys, tomorrow, one last time, real quick, just to make it bigger, real quick. Because if you have young eyes, you might be able to see it, but I'm old. Johnny, night, brother. I'll see you, man. Good seeing you. Pop back in, man. I think we're going to fly again tomorrow night if you're bored. Hop in here and chat. Guys, stream schedule for the rest of the week. We should be streaming tomorrow night and Sunday night. Seems like we're going to try to do the VATSIM event in Tampa tomorrow night. That'll be fun. We'll figure out where we're going to fly to tomorrow, but be on the lookout for the noties. If you guys have stopped by, if you enjoy the stream, you can hit the follow button. Costs nothing, and just helps me out and gives you guys notifications for when we go live next time. But until then, guys, I'm out of here. Go get some rest. You guys be safe out there. Have fun. Enjoy life. And go do something nice for somebody else. See you guys tomorrow.